A new report from Canada has said that there is no solid proof that India is involved in the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a Sikh activist who was shot dead in Surrey, British Columbia back in June 2023. Now, this finding directly contradicts the claim made by Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who had earlier alleged that Indian agents were behind Nijjar's murder. Let me remind you that Trudeau first made these accusations in September 2023, stating that Canada had credible evidence linking India to Nijjar's death. His statement created a huge diplomatic crisis between India and Canada, leading to expulsions of diplomats from both the countries and further declining in relationship as well. However, this new report titled Public Inquiry into Foreign Interference in Federal Electoral Processes and Democratic Institutions suggests that Canada has not found any concrete link to a foreign government in this case. The report was released by Commissioner Mary Joss Hogg and touches upon various issues, including how some countries use disinformation campaign to influence global politics. The report hints that India may have been involved in spreading disinformation about Trudeau's accusations, but at the very same time, it clearly states that there is no definitive link proving that India was involved in Nijjar's murder. Now, you know what? This means that despite Trudeau's claim, the Canadian government has not been able to provide strong evidence to back them up. The report also talks about the expulsion of diplomats that followed Trudeau's allegations. In October 2024, Canada expelled 6 Indian diplomats, accusing them of being part of a campaign against Canadian citizens. India responded by expelling 6 Canadian diplomats and withdrew its High Commissioner, worsening tensions between the two nations. Now, if we talk about India-Canada relationship, then it is rotting every single day. The latest report has once again highlighted the growing tension between two nations, which has been at odds over the issue of Khalistani separatists. India has strongly rejected the report's finding, calling them absolutely baseless. In the meantime, India's Ministry of External Affairs issued a statement saying that it is Canada and not India that has been interfering in internal matters. India has repeatedly accused Trudeau's government of being too lenient on Khalistani supporters who live in Canada. The Khalistan movement, which demands a separate Sikh nation, is banned in India, but it has strong base among some members of the Sikh diaspora in Canada, the UK and the US. India has criticized Canada for allowing Khalistani groups to operate freely and for failing to take action against anti-India activities that is happening on Canadian soil. The Nijjar case has now become a major point of contention between the two nations. On one hand, it is Trudeau's government who had strongly pushed the narrative that India was responsible for the killing. On the other hand, the latest report now suggests that Canada has not been able to prove these claims. Now, this raises serious question about why Canada made such allegations in the first place and whether Trudeau acted hastily without any sufficient proof. For India, this report is further proof that Canada's accusations were baseless. India has consistently maintained that it had no role in Nijjar's murder and that Trudeau's claims were nothing but politically posturing. With this report now contradicting Trudeau's stance, many experts believe that the entire controversy could weaken Canada's credibility on global stage. Aren't you thinking, what's next? Let's dwell into that. With this latest development, India is expected to continue putting pressure on Canada to crack down on Khalistani separatists. Canada, on one hand, may struggle to justify why it made such serious accusations without any solid evidence. Trudeau's government is already facing criticism over its hardlining of foreign relations, and this issue could further dent his political standing. For Sikhs in Canada, specifically those who support Khalistan movement, this report may come as a setback, as it does not validate their claim about India's involvement. However, the larger question remains: will this report lead to improved relationship between India and Canada, or will tensions continue to rise? For now, it is clear that India-Canada dispute is far from over, and that Nijjar's case will continue to be a very sensitive topic in global politics.